What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on Legends and Myths, where we'll be unveiling everything legend and mythology. Today, we'll be unveiling part 2 of Journey to the West, the story of the monkey god who fought Buddha. If you haven't checked out part 1 yet, click the link in the top right corner so you can be caught up to this epic story. And while you're at it, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a journey into the legendary. Let's dive in. Sun Wukong had returned, not as a mere king of monkeys, but as an immortal. His power burned like the sun itself, and his laughter echoed through heaven and earth. The rivers obeyed his command, the winds carried his voice, and even the spirits of the forest bowed when he passed. But with great power came great pride, and the Monkey King's pride was boundless. In his crystal cave beneath the waterfall, Wukong gazed upon his kingdom with growing boredom. He had defeated death, he had conquered the earth, but one thought kept gnawing at his heart. If I am immortal, he said, why should I not be a god? And so, once again, the Monkey King set his sights higher, this time upon heaven itself. When the Jade Emperor heard of a monkey boasting divine power, he laughed and said, let him come, we shall tame his spirit. To humble Wukong, the Emperor offered him a position, a minor one, at the lowest rank of heaven's bureaucracy, keeper of the heavenly stables, which was a cool way of saying guarding the Jade Emperor's horses. At first, Wukong accepted. He believed he had finally been recognized by the gods, but when he learned the truth that he had been made nothing more than a stable boy, his laughter turned to fury. Stable boy, he roared, I am Sun Wukong, the great sage equal to heaven. With a mighty leap, he flew back to his mountain, tore down heaven's banners, and declared himself ruler of the heavens in his own right. The Jade Emperor, enraged, unleashed his heavenly armies to punish the defiant monkey. Tens of thousands of celestial soldiers descended upon the mortal realm, but none could defeat him. The Monkey King's body was invincible, his speed unmatched, and his laughter filled the sky as he tore through the armies of heaven. Wukong's weapon of choice was no ordinary club. He had journeyed to the Dragon King's palace beneath the sea, where he demanded a weapon worthy of his strength. The dragons offered him mountains of treasure, but Wukong sneered. Too late, too weak. Finally, they brought forth a black iron pillar, the Ruyi Jingu Bang, a staff that could shrink to the size of a needle or grow tall enough to pierce the heavens. When Wukong lifted it with one hand, the ocean floor shook. He laughed and said, yes, this will do. Armed with his new weapon, Wukong crushed the celestial generals, defeated the mighty Li Jing, and even forced the legendary warrior, Neza, to retreat. He marched into the Jade Emperor's throne room, seized the heavenly wine, and threw a grand feast, declaring himself ruler of heaven. For a time, heaven belonged to the Monkey King. Even the stars seemed to orbit around his will, but the gods, desperate and humiliated, called upon one being even Wukong could not defy, the Buddha himself. With calm eyes and a gentle smile, the Buddha said, Sun Wukong, your power is great, but your arrogance blinds you. If you can leap beyond my palm, I shall grant you the throne of heaven. The Monkey King laughed. A single leap? Easy. He soared through the skies, past mountains, oceans, and stars, until he reached what he thought were the ends of creation itself. He marked his victory by urinating on 5 golden pillars, proof of how far he had gone. Then, with smug satisfaction, he flew back to Buddha's side. I've gone beyond your reach, he boasted. Now, the throne is mine. But Buddha only smiled. Look closely, he said. Those 5 pillars were my fingers. Realization struck too late. Buddha turned his hand, and the Monkey King was crushed beneath it. Beneath the 5 elements, Sun Wukong was trapped, his body pinned, his laughter silenced. For 500 years, he would remain there, his once mighty spirit bound by the weight of his own pride. Thus fell the great sage equal to heaven, the Monkey King who defied gods and mocked immortals, now caged beneath stone and silence. But destiny was not done with him yet, for in time, a wandering monk would come and his journey would change the Monkey King forever. For 500 years, the once mighty Monkey King lay trapped beneath the mountain. The sky turned from blue to gray, empires rose and fell, and still Sun Wukong remained bound. His laughter silenced, his pride buried beneath the weight of stone and regret. He could not move, he could not fight, all he could do was think. For centuries, he replayed the moment he had defied the Buddha, the faces of those he had mocked, the empire he had built upon pride. Slowly, the fire in his heart dimmed, not extinguished, but transformed into something quieter, something waiting to be reborn. Then one day, a soft voice broke the silence. It belonged to Tang Zan Zhang, also known as Xuan Zhang, a monk chosen by heaven to undertake a sacred journey westward, to retrieve the scriptures of enlightenment from India and bring their wisdom back to China. He was pure of heart but vulnerable, and the path he was to walk was filled with demons. The Bodhisattva, Guan Yin, goddess of mercy, guided by Xuan Zhang to the mountain, telling him that beneath it lay a soul once fierce, a warrior who could protect him if freed. Xuan Zhang knelt and said softly, "If you promise to serve the path of righteousness, I will release you." With a prayer, the seal upon the mountain broke, rocks shattered, and light burst forth. From the dust rose Sun Wukong. His fur dulled, his armor cracked, but his eyes still burned with the fire of eternity. He bowed to the monk and said, "You freed me. I will protect you with my life." Thus began the legendary journey to the West, a tale of redemption, faith, and transformation. The Monkey King, once a rebel who defied heaven, now became a guardian on a path of enlightenment. They faced countless trials, demons, jealous of the monk's purity, sought to devour him and steal his power. But time and time again, Wukong fought them off, his golden staff flashing like lightning, his roars shaking mountains. Though he had been fitted with a magical headband, a crown that tightened painfully whenever his pride flared, he bore it with patience. It was both his punishment and his teacher, reminding him that true strength requires control. Over time, the Monkey King's wild heart began to calm. His defiance turned into discipline, his mischief into wisdom. After years of trials and battles, they reached the Western Heaven, their quest completed. The Buddha himself appeared once more. He looked upon the Monkey King and said, "You have guarded your master with loyalty and restraint. You have overcome not heaven, but yourself." In that moment, Sun Wukong was granted enlightenment, the title of Buddha victorious in strife, a symbol of his transformation from chaos to wisdom. The Monkey King who once mocked heaven now sat among the Buddhas. He had learned that power means nothing without purpose, and that even the wildest spirit can find peace through compassion. From stone he was born, through rebellion he fell, through service he rose again. The trickster, the rebel, the Monkey King who dared to defy the gods and became a Buddha in the end. Well, that about wraps up the story of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. If you found this story fascinating, please make sure to leave a like and comment on what deity or pantheon you'd like to see in the next video. I hope you guys have a good day, take care, and I'll see you in the next myth.